Milkshakes are often seen as a treat, a rich and indulgent dessert that satisfies a sweet tooth while offering a creamy texture and a cooling effect. Many people enjoy milkshakes as a special addition to a meal or as an occasional dessert, and they're especially popular in diners and fast food chains. However, beneath their seemingly innocent exterior, milkshakes are calorie-dense concoctions that can easily contribute to exceeding your daily calorie needs with just one serving. Made with ingredients like ice cream, whole milk, and sugary syrups, milkshakes pack a heavy nutritional punch that comes with several health risks, especially when consumed regularly. The main issue with milkshakes is their extraordinary calorie content, which often exceeds what many people expect from a simple beverage. A typical milkshake can contain upwards of 500 to 1,000 calories or more, depending on the size and the specific ingredients. For example, a regular chocolate milkshake from a fast food chain can easily have 800 to 1,000 calories. To put that in perspective, the average adult should aim to consume between 1,800 to 2,400 calories per day, depending on factors like age, gender, and activity level. Just one milkshake can account for a large portion of your daily caloric intake, and it's often consumed in addition to a regular meal, which increases the risk of weight gain if consumed too frequently. What makes milkshakes particularly troublesome in terms of calorie consumption is that they provide little nutritional value despite their high calorie count. The main ingredients, ice cream, whole milk, and syrups, are rich in sugars and fats, but they offer minimal protein, fiber, or essential vitamins and minerals. While whole milk and ice cream do provide some calcium and vitamin D, these nutrients are often overshadowed by the overwhelming amounts of sugar and fat. The high sugar content comes primarily from the syrups, which are typically loaded with refined sugars. A single milkshake can contain up to 50 to 80 grams of sugar, which is far above the daily recommended limit for added sugar intake. Consuming too much added sugar can contribute to various health problems, such as obesity, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. In addition to the excess sugar, milkshakes are high in saturated fats, which are primarily derived from the whole milk and ice cream used to make them. Saturated fats have long been linked to elevated cholesterol levels, particularly LDL, bad cholesterol, which can lead to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. While some recent studies suggest that the relationship between saturated fat and heart disease is more complex than previously thought, most health experts still recommend limiting the intake of saturated fats to help maintain heart health. Regular consumption of milkshakes, especially those made with whole milk and full-fat ice cream, can contribute to an unhealthy balance of fats in the diet, which may raise cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease over time. Another concern with milkshakes is the lack of fiber, which is essential for digestive health and helps regulate hunger. Fiber-rich foods help you feel full for longer periods, preventing overeating and unhealthy snacking later in the day. Unfortunately, milkshakes offer very little fiber, which means that, despite their high calorie content, they won't provide lasting satiety. This can lead to overeating in the hours following a milkshake, as your body seeks more substantial, nutrient-dense food. The rapid spike in blood sugar caused by the sugar content in milkshakes can also trigger a crash in energy levels later on, leaving you feeling sluggish and potentially craving more sugary or starchy foods. Milkshakes are often consumed in addition to a meal, particularly when paired with fast food. This combination can be particularly problematic as it further increases calorie intake without providing additional nutritional benefits. Fast food meals tend to be high in calories, sodium, and unhealthy fats as well, so adding a milkshake to the mix only amplifies the potential negative impact on health. The result is an excessive calorie load that may lead to weight gain, particularly if these meals are eaten regularly. In addition to the immediate health concerns of consuming milkshakes, there are also long-term risks associated with their frequent consumption. Regularly indulging in milkshakes can contribute to obesity, as their high-calorie, high-sugar content can quickly add up over time. Obesity, in turn, increases the risk of a wide range of chronic health conditions, including diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer. The excess sugar found in milkshakes can also lead to insulin resistance, a condition in which the body's cells no longer respond properly to insulin, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, consuming large amounts of sugar can contribute to the formation of dental cavities, as sugary beverages and foods feed the harmful bacteria in the mouth that erode tooth enamel. Milkshakes are also highly addictive for some people, primarily because of the combination of sugar, fat, and creamy texture, which activates pleasure centers in the brain. The consumption of sugary foods triggers the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with feelings of pleasure and reward. Over time, this can lead to cravings for milkshakes and other sugary foods, making it harder to break the cycle of overconsumption. The more frequently you indulge in these calorie-rich, sugar-loaded drinks, the more your body may come to expect them, leading to habitual consumption and potential dependence on these sugary treats. For those who enjoy the occasional milkshake, it's important to be mindful of the ingredients and portion sizes. Opting for smaller milkshakes or choosing ones made with lower-fat milk, natural sweeteners, or even non-dairy alternatives can help reduce the overall calorie and sugar content. Some healthier alternatives include smoothies made with fresh fruits, vegetables, and protein-rich ingredients like yogurt or almond butter, which provide a more balanced nutritional profile. These alternatives still offer a delicious, refreshing treat, but without the overwhelming calorie and sugar overload that comes with traditional milkshakes. In conclusion, while milkshakes are undeniably delicious and satisfying, they come with a number of health risks, particularly when consumed regularly. Their high calorie, sugar, and fat content can lead to weight gain, blood sugar imbalances, elevated cholesterol levels, and increased risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes. The lack of fiber and essential nutrients further exacerbates these issues, leading to poor satiety and overeating later in the day. While an occasional milkshake can be enjoyed in moderation, it's important to recognize them as a dessert rather than a regular beverage or snack. By making healthier choices or reducing the frequency of milkshake indulgence, you can avoid the long-term negative health impacts and keep your diet in check.